And let's continue to open that door on campuses too, because I love to say, like, you've heard this before. You helped me design it. The Ruckus Maker point of view is that we do school different. We make shifts from old, broken, and traditional ways of educating to new, different, and creative ways. And I can't wait too to start talking about the new category of self-mentorship. So I'm gonna tease everybody with that. But there's a lot coming to be shared soon. But when it comes to that piece and creating like a campus experience that's worth showing up for, like, I'm waking up and it doesn't matter if I'm a student, staff member, I cannot wait to be on campus because something's happening that is that radically different. And it doesn't mean that it's entertaining. People hear it and they're like, I'm not a clown. I've had people on Twitter, right? Teachers. They told me, I'm not bozo. I don't dress up as a clown in class. And I said, if you dressed up as a clown in class, that would be absolutely horrifying and traumatic. Can you imagine what that would do to your kids? Don't do that. I'm saying, do you have enough curiosity and empathy knowing your students in front of you and what they're interested in, and you're plugging that into the curriculum that they can't wait to be there and explore it with you,
It's also the I'm not going to dress up as a clown comment. If you take a step back, listen to the words, I'm not going to dress up as a clown. So that sentence suggests that the educator needs to be an entertainer, which then suggests that children are in school for the teacher. So I'll give you a simple one. My mother turns 80 this year. One of her bucket list items is she would love to see Jerry Seinfeld live. So next week, I'm taking her to go see Jerry Seinfeld live in Las Vegas.
There you go. All right.
We are going to see Jerry perform. That's why we're going. People don't go to school to see Professor Danny or Teacher Danny perform. They go to school for themselves. Mm-hmm. So the real question is, what do we need to create for them, for them, the students, to be legendary? Not what do I need to do to entertain them? Mm-hmm. The emphasis is on the wrong syllable. I have a friend who's a legendary corporate brand designer. His name is John Bielenberg, and he's taught at universities and community colleges for years. And he teaches design and innovation mostly. And in one of his design classes, he gives the kids, and this is, community college level, university, or first year university, second year university level kind of classes. He gives them an assignment. They have to create a bicycle, and they have a couple weeks or whatever it is to do it. And there's only one design criteria for the bicycle. It cannot be rideable. Now, why does he do that? Because something unleashes in people's creativity when you take away constraints to their thinking. Mm-hmm. Breakthroughs happen, fun happens, right? And so the younger a person is, typically, the more creative they are. And the older we get, the less creative we are. We get it beaten out of us. Mm-hmm. We get the fun of being creative beaten out of us. We get the joy of being silly around new ideas and new things beaten out of us over time. And so if we as educators can create an environment for people where we give them the scaffolding, the framework for their own legendary to occur, that's where breakthroughs happen. We didn't, when you came to the Category Design Academy to work on your own business, we didn't tell you what to do. We gave you a framework. We helped you think about some things. We were hopefully a good sounding board. And with the framework, and with the case studies, and with a methodology, not a formal, stuffy methodology, but a place to start, you were able to take that scaffolding and take those learnings and produce some pretty amazing results in your business, yes?
Absolutely.
This is what we want for all students of all teachers. Create an environment for me that's enlivening, that's exciting, that allows me to be a creative person. We are born, if you look at the average 5-year-old, they're insanely creative. You put 3 5-year-olds in a room together and give them a game or give them some crayons or anything like that. They don't even have to know each other. And they're going to tear the place apart. And there's going to be laughing, and there's going to be silliness, and there's going to be whatever there's going to be. There's going to be stuff, and stuff will be created. Human beings are radically creative when we let them be, but we beat it out of them. And so if you think about that from a school perspective, what's the frameworks? What's the environment? What's the scaffolding we can create for them, for their legendary, for their different to come out?